NFPA 10, Standard for Portable Fire Extinguishers 2023 edition, Section 6.2.1.1 states that portable fire extinguishers shall be stored or secured in such a manner that they are readily accessible, visible, and free of physical obstructions or interference that may impede access or retrieval. Section 6.2.1.2 indicates that portable fire extinguishers shall be placed so that the nearest extinguisher is within 75 feet of potential hazards. Annex A, Informational Notes, recommends that a minimum of 3 feet of clear space be maintained in front of and around portable fire extinguishers to ensure unobstructed access and use. OSHA 29 CFR 1910.157 states that portable fire extinguishers shall be mounted, located, and maintained so that they are readily accessible and visible. ANSI Z358.1 Safety Standard for Portable Fire Extinguishers 2022 edition, Section 6.2.1 says portable fire extinguishers shall be placed so that the nearest extinguisher is within 75 feet of potential hazards. Annex A, Informational Notes, states that it is recommended that a minimum of 3 feet of clear space be maintained in front of and around portable fire extinguishers to ensure unobstructed access and use. While the NFPA and ANSI standards do not explicitly require a dedicated 3-foot clear space, they do recommend it as a best practice to ensure unobstructed access and use. OSHA's regulation is less specific but also emphasizes the need for unobstructed access. NFPA Bulletin 90A, Guide for Inspection, Testing, and Maintenance of Fire Extinguishers 2020 edition, recommends a 3-foot clear space around portable fire extinguishers. Factory Mutual, FM Global Datasheet 1-2, Fire Extinguishers 2022 edition also recommends a 3-foot clear space around portable fire extinguishers. It's important to note the subtle differences in the language used by these various standards and guidelines. NFPA 10 and ANSI Z358.1 use the term recommended in their annexes, indicating a best practice rather than a strict requirement. OSHA 29 CFR 1910.157 uses the terms readily accessible and visible, which, while not quantifying a specific distance, certainly implies the need for a clear space to ensure quick and easy access in an emergency. The NFPA Bulletin and FM Global Datasheet are more direct in their recommendation of a 3-foot clear space. When interpreting and implementing these standards, consider the specific context of the workplace. Factors such as the size and layout of the area, the types of hazards present, and the training and capabilities of employees should all be taken into account. A 3-foot clear space may be perfectly adequate in some situations, while a larger space may be necessary in others. The primary goal is to ensure that fire extinguishers are readily available and can be used effectively in the event of a fire. To further clarify the requirements and recommendations, let's delve a bit deeper into each of the standards. NFPA 10 is a comprehensive standard that covers the selection, installation, inspection, maintenance, and testing of portable fire extinguishers. Its primary focus is on ensuring that fire extinguishers are in good working order and readily available for use. The recommendation for a 3-foot clear space in Annex is intended to support this goal by ensuring that firefighters can easily access the extinguisher in an emergency. OSHA 29 CFR 1910.157 is a more general regulation that applies to all workplaces in the United States. It sets forth the basic requirements for fire protection, including the use of portable fire extinguishers. While it does not specify a particular clear space, the requirement for readily accessible and visible extinguishers implies the need for a space free of obstructions. ANSI Z358.1 is a safety standard that covers a wide range of safety equipment, including portable fire extinguishers. Like NFPA 10, it recommends a 3-foot clear space in its annexes. It's important to note that ANSI standards are often adopted by reference in other regulations, so compliance with ANSI Z358.1 may be required in some jurisdictions. The NFPA Bulletin and FM Global Datasheet provide additional guidance on best practices for fire extinguisher safety. These documents are not legally binding regulations, but they offer valuable insights and recommendations that can help improve fire safety in the workplace. In addition to the clear space requirement, there are other important considerations for fire extinguisher placement and accessibility. Fire extinguishers should be located in conspicuous locations where they are readily visible. They should be mounted on brackets or in cabinets so that they are easily accessible. The top of the extinguisher should be no more than 5 feet above the floor for extinguishers weighing less than 40 pounds, and no more than 3.5 feet above the floor for extinguishers weighing more than 40 pounds. Fire extinguishers should be protected from physical damage and environmental conditions that could impair their operation. They should be inspected regularly to ensure that they are in good working order. Employees should be trained on the proper use of fire extinguishers. This training should include how to identify different types of fires, how to select the appropriate extinguisher, and how to operate the extinguisher safely. Fire extinguishers are an essential part of any fire safety plan. By following the requirements and recommendations of NFPA 10, OSHA, ANSI, and other relevant standards, employers can ensure that their workplaces are safe from fire. It is vital to ensure that extinguishers are not blocked by boxes, equipment, or other obstructions that could delay access in an emergency. Regular inspection should include verifying that the clear space is maintained. Consider implementing a policy that prohibits the placement of items in front of fire extinguishers. Clearly mark the area around fire extinguishers to discourage obstructions. This could involve painting the floor or using signage. Conduct regular fire drills to ensure that employees are familiar with the location of fire extinguishers and how to access them quickly. Use these drills to identify any potential obstructions or accessibility issues. Train employees on the importance of maintaining clear access to fire extinguishers. Emphasize that a few seconds can make a significant difference in the event of a fire. Document all inspections, training sessions, and any corrective actions taken to address obstructions. This documentation can be used to demonstrate compliance with safety regulations and to track progress over time. Consult with a fire safety professional to assess the specific needs of the workplace and to develop a comprehensive fire safety plan. They can provide guidance on extinguisher placement, clear space requirements, and other important considerations. Remember, fire safety is everyone's responsibility. By working together to maintain clear access to fire extinguishers, we can create a safer workplace for all. The consistent message across various standards and recommendations emphasizes the critical need for readily accessible fire extinguishers. The 3-foot clear space recommendation, while not always a strict requirement, serves as a practical guideline for achieving this accessibility. By adhering to these guidelines and implementing proactive measures, workplaces can significantly improve their fire safety preparedness. It is worth reinforcing that the ultimate goal is to ensure that in the event of a fire, any individual can quickly and easily locate and utilize a fire extinguisher to mitigate the situation. This requires not only a clear physical space but also a well-trained workforce that understands the importance of fire safety protocols. The regular inspection and maintenance of fire extinguishers are also paramount. Ensuring that extinguishers are properly charged, undamaged, and in their designated locations is crucial for their effectiveness. These inspections should be documented, and any deficiencies should be addressed promptly. Furthermore, consider the specific hazards present in the workplace when determining the appropriate type and size of fire extinguishers. Different types of fires require different extinguishing agents, so it's essential to have the right extinguishers available for the potential hazards. Employee training should cover the different classes of fires and the appropriate extinguishers to use for each class. Regular refresher training can help reinforce this knowledge and ensure that employees are prepared to respond effectively in a fire emergency. In addition to the 3-foot clear space, consider the overall layout of the workplace and ensure that fire extinguishers are strategically placed so that they are easily accessible from all areas. The 75-foot travel distance requirement specified in NFPA 10 and ANSI Z358.1 is a good guideline to follow when determining extinguisher placement. Consider using signage to clearly identify the location of fire extinguishers. This can be particularly helpful in large or complex workplaces where extinguishers may not be immediately visible. The signage should be easily readable and understandable, even in low light conditions. Regularly review and update the fire safety plan to reflect any changes in the workplace, such as new equipment, processes, or layouts. This ensures that the fire safety plan remains relevant and effective. Finally, remember that fire prevention is the best defense against fire. By implementing good housekeeping practices, controlling ignition sources, and educating employees about fire hazards, workplaces can significantly reduce the risk of fire.